Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Welcome again. Good morning, General. Nice to see you again. I hope you're settling in your new nest.
I would say that you should never be totally settled, but I at least have learned where all the rooms are now. So,
well, that's a good start, and it's got to be a lot more quiet over there than it was when you were with our Rosh's house.
Every new challenge in life has things that are positive and things that are negative. So yes, it is more quiet. There's no question about that.
Gee, I hope you're not dwelling on what was negative when you were with us.
No. It was mostly positive, but on the same token, I'm not there having procedural amendment fights at 10 o'clock at night, so that's a nice little bonus.
But you do have some questions to answer today, and it's so early on. Just maybe walk with me through just a follow-up, really, on what my colleague, Representative O'Brien, was talking about, the backlog and the statutory requirements for auditing, all very critical. If you haven't had time to do so yet, pretty confident you're going to be reviewing those statutes. Having had many years in local municipal government myself, and my continuing dialogue with them, because I do remain very close to those issues. Some of them have talked to me about the possibility and the practicality even of doing their own audits, submitting those audits to you, to your office and your department for review and approval.
Right.
That would take a statutory change, of course.
Right.
But it led me to think about any potential duplicative work that is there or that we could approve. I know efficiency is kind of your middle name now. So have you given any thought yet to that, or would you make some recommendations to the legislature, work with us on any statute changes that need to be made in that area?
Yes, and yes, meaning yes, I've thought about it. Yes, we're coming up with ideas, and yes, we want to work with the General Assembly. I will give you sort of the brief breakdown. If we want to go further on that, we can. But one of the ideas that our Deputy for Audits is exploring with his auditing team, for example, we have to audit every school district. It doesn't say how we have to audit it. And one of the things, again, just to throw it out there, because we would consider it, is do maybe some of these turn into desk audits where we don't necessarily drive to the school district. You know, there's certain school districts, maybe you do it on a random selection where you're doing site visits on some and desk audits on others. I'm just giving you something that we're thinking internally. Maybe some were, in a sense, reviewing the audit that the school district has already commissioned from a private accounting firm, et cetera. These are ideas that we are considering doing as a way. We'll never give up the right or the authority, obviously, unless things change statutorily, on school district thinking we might show up. You know, because I think it's important to keep people on their toes, but do we need to go to every school district all the time? So those are things we're considering. On the local government side, specifically, you know, when it comes to, you know, county human services, that's something that, you know, we may have to address, you know, legislatively, but certainly we'd be open to that. But I want to wait till our own internal review is done, and then if there's something we think, yeah, we can do that, but we need a legislative change, we certainly want to come and open up that dialogue with you as the best way to do that.
Good. We agree on that. Has there been any thought or any discussion on how often they're done? Is there any room for... Especially with school districts.
Yeah, right now we audit the school district about once every 3 years. Again, depending on what happens complement-wise, that could go back to one every 4 years. But it also, I think that would force us to revisit how we conduct those audits.
You have the latitude to do that now, though, without statutory.
Yes, yeah.
All right. Well, we're just counting on you to work with us. You know the process. You know it well.
Absolutely.
So if we can help, please, let's work together on that.
Absolutely. Thank you, Representative.
Thank you. Representative Sanacero.